Okay, so hello everyone. So today, first I'd like to just share my lesson for today. So I've started the Course in Miracles all over again, and I'm on day 7. And day 7 is I see only the past. And yeah, so I see only the past in this pencil, in this shoe, in this hand, in this body, in that face. And so this means that, yeah, whatever we see, we are only referring to our past experiences with whatever it is. And in a sense, we are judging it because we assume that since this cup looks like all the other cups that we've drank out of, that it must be the same. And it might be different because we're not actually seeing the cup as it is. We're seeing it from our past perspective. And so this idea is very, very interesting. For example, for now, with the past 3 years, 4 years, with this whole event that happened the past 3 years, and where people were shut down, businesses were shut down, people had to stay home, they had to wear, all kinds of stuff, and they had to put some medicine in their body, and all of these kind of things. And I still think if you ask someone from 5 years ago, and you said, hey, in about a year or two, this is going to happen, everyone would say, no, that's impossible, because from my past experiences, that has never happened. And so I think, in a sense, looking towards the future, in a sense, is we can be miracle-minded. So we don't know what the future will bring, and we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. And so why not live in the present, and why not just imagine a beautiful and amazing future? Because we can, and we're very, very creative beings. And so rather than seeing the past, why not just see things as they are, accept them, and if we want something different, dream it, right? So yeah, it's an amazing lesson, and it's very, very simple and very easy, but sometimes it might not be so easy depending on what you're looking upon. It reminds me today, I just kind of flipped on the news, and actually I didn't flip it on, it was just on the TV, and I kind of like checked it out, and so they had, the news, and then after the news they started talking about the weather forecast. And so the weather forecast is also kind of a sort of fortune telling, because they're trying to use the science that they understand in order to project what might happen in the future. And it's just a projection. It's not, we look at it and we assume, oh, it's going to rain today. Yes, they know. They don't know. They are looking at possibilities, and probabilities. So there is a probability that this might happen. So a forecast is kind of like a type of fortune telling. So I don't really watch the weather news anymore, just for that reason. But anyway, so yeah, they are also looking at the past. And so yeah, that's, I guess, what I wanted to say. And I'll call in my guides and see if they have anything to add. Hello everyone, we are Tiamat, and we are here, and we have been working with this being in order to help him to research and also to discipline his mind in different ways. We are working with him, we are bringing through a lot of information that will come through in the near future, and we are working on a set of lessons in discernment. Discernment is a very, very important thing for you at this moment, and for a lot of you in the future. So this is a channeling that we did with this being before, but we included some information that we will just include in the book, that it's not necessarily for the public. It is only for people who are interested in this topic, or guided to find out more about this topic. What we would like to talk about, though, is this topic of discernment and of this ascension that is happening. And just like your guide said, many people didn't really know that what had happened in the past few years would have happened. And many people don't really know that the ascension is happening. And so the ascension is happening. We are in the middle of it. We are in the middle of this. We are in the awakening, might be a better way of saying it. We are awakening. We are becoming online, coming online. And a lot of you are coming online these days, and a lot more of you will be coming online as time progresses, and you will be expressing your latent abilities, and these abilities will connect you with beings from different dimensions and abilities that you did not know that you could have, things that at this moment in time a lot of you might call superpowers and might be impossible. That is impossible. There's no way that any human would be able to do such a thing. And you will be seeing as time progresses that you will be able to do these things. You will have these superpowers. But the most important thing when these superpowers come online is for you to have a sense of discernment. It is very, very important for you to discern when you are talking with beings from other dimensions, that you should be able to discern where they're coming from, at what level are they coming from, at what perspective are they coming from. Because in this spiritual dimension, we might say, there are many, many different types of beings, just as there are many, many different types of humans. And just as you deal in your everyday life with different people, you sometimes would look at a person and maybe think, okay, I'm not sure if what they're saying is true or not, just by visual clues or just a feeling that you're getting. It's the same idea when you're dealing with the spiritual realm. It is about discernment. It's about the ability to discern what is real and what is not real, and what is happening on different levels. So there are many, many different levels and different perspectives. And this goes, of course, back to the yin and yang kind of concept. And kind of coming about, are they talking from one perspective or another perspective, or are they talking from a higher perspective, a perspective where they can see both of them are part of the same thing? It's just the light and reflections and shadows. And so this was the message that we would like to bring through today, the message of discernment in all of your dealings with spiritual beings, and even with me. Even with this guide and what we are doing too, we would like you to exercise your own discernment. Does what I am saying to you, does it resonate with you? And if it resonates you, then that is beautiful. But if it does not resonate with you, there is no reason that you should listen to it. You don't have to listen to it, and you don't have to take it as truth. And that is discernment. And you have perfect free will to decide what is right for you and what is not right for you. And your free will is a wonderful present that you are given. And always use your discernment to try to understand where someone is coming from. And this is a very, very important thing, especially for the times that are coming. And as this guide said too, it is very true. You don't really know what is coming. And if we told you what is coming, now again, it is a forecast, like a weather forecast. There is no 100% probability with what is going on. There is just a very, very, very high probability that we see a forecast of what we see coming. And this thing that is coming would surprise you. But once you're in it, just like you're in this experience right now, you would just think of it as a normal thing. Oh yeah, it happened. You were shut down for a long period of time. You had to do things that you didn't want to do. You had to do things that you felt were very, very were interfering with your life, interfering with your possible free will. And so that happened, and now you are on the other side of that. And so in a similar sense, the ascension is this process of you waking up and understanding that all of these things that happened these past few years, on the surface, it looks like a very hard and terrible time. But if you look deep beneath it, you'll see that it was the catalyst that has sparked the awakening of your planet. It is what enabled a lot of you to start opening your minds and opening your hearts and truly understanding what you see before you. And we would say that for this guide as well, that was the main catalyst that helped him to finally connect with us. He had been connecting with us for a long time, but he was afraid of taking the next step. And this experience, these past years, were the catalyst that opened him up and enabled him to do what he's doing now. Okay, so that's the message for today. So, ciao.